All right, good morning, everyone. We are going to start with our calendar this morning. So Jackson's going to help us. Go ahead, Jackson. He's going to put a number on for Saturday, which was 25. Okay, he's going to come down here and put one on for Sunday. Yesterday, that was 26. And he's going to put one on for today, which is 27. Okay, if we go straight up, we can see that today is Monday. It is still April for a few more days. It's actually going to be the end of April down here, I think, on Friday. Okay. And it is 2020. So today is Monday, April 27th, 2020. Okay. Oh, hop down there, girlfriend. JC's down here causing trouble again. What? What? No, you can't have that. Sorry.
She wants up.
Okay. You want to say hi to everybody? All right, say hi. Okay. Let's talk about the weather. It is still spring. Now, the summer won't start until June, so it'll be spring for a while. Okay. If we look out the window today, it is sunny, and I went outside earlier, and it was kind of warm, so it's going to warm up today. It's going to be a really, really nice day today. Yes.
64.
Is that what it's going to be?
Yeah, but is it always super long?
What, spring?
Yeah.
Well, spring is 3 months long, and it just started in March. So in the middle of March, so April, May, June. Okay. So it's
2 more years.
2 more months. 2 more months, yeah. Okay. So right around Father's Day is when it becomes summer. Okay. All right.
Father's Day is in summer.
Yes. All right. So it is spring. The weather is sunny and warm today. Days of the week. Today we said was Monday. On Monday we would have had gym and library. Okay, gym and library today. What do you want, girl? You want a cracker? Okay, she wants a cracker, so we got to give her a cracker. All right. Yesterday was Sunday. We would have had no school on Sunday. Tomorrow will be Tuesday, and on Tuesdays we would have had a music class. Okay, so make sure we do some gym type stuff, maybe read a book today for library, and then tomorrow we'll do some music stuff. Okay. Days of the week. So right now you can stop and pause and do days of the week. Remember, Sunday, and there's Monday, and there's Tuesday, and there's Wednesday, right? Okay. And then you can do the months. And remember, there's January, February, March. Okay. Okay. There you go, girl. All right. Next on our list. Okay, menu. Yesterday, I had a hamburger and some pickles and things.
I don't know what I had.
Jackson probably just ate some cereal or something. All right.
No, I ate my peanut butter sandwich.
Oh, your peanut butter sandwich. That's right. Okay. Today, who knows what we'll have? We'll find out tomorrow. Okay. All right. Let's do the days. Counting the days. So we're getting higher and higher on our days. Last time, if you guys can see this, was 159. If we go one more,
60.
that makes 160.
There's 20 more days of school.
Yep. And that means only 20 more days. Okay, 20 more days.
20 and 60.
All right. Good job.
6,020.
What are you talking about?
If 60 and 20 are together,
That makes 180 if you add them.
No, I'm not talking about the one.
Oh, if you put the numbers side by side?
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
1,000.
All right. JC girl, you cannot have this. I'll move this up.
60,020.
Okay. All right, we had to move that up because JC girl keeps trying to get it. All right, now we have a new checklist this week. This is our last week of the checklist.
Yay!
Okay, so I sent your moms and dads a message about what should we do for the month of May. Do you like the checklist?
No.
Maybe?
No.
You don't?
No.
Do you like the papers, the packets?
I like the packets way more.
You like the packets way more?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jackson likes the packets way more. Maybe we could do a little bit of both. Maybe we do a couple checklist things. Maybe we do some packet stuff. What do you think? Maybe we do a little bit. What are you Can you guys see this girl? What is she doing? She's climbing up on the bar stool.
We need
Here.
to move it to a whiteboard, a bigger whiteboard.
Oh.
We need to put a whiteboard in our wall.
Oh my goodness. All right, I gotta pause and fix this. Get her, and I'll be right back. All right, well, we're back. She is hungry, I guess. She just wants some crackers. And she wants to keep getting our stuff back there, so we gotta be careful. All right, so talk to your mom and dad about what they like and what you guys like. Okay, I sent them a message about what we should do for the homework, and then we'll decide what we do. Okay, also let me know if you like these videos. Do you like me doing these videos? Or you're like, okay, Miss Krager, I'm tired of seeing your ugly face. Okay, maybe you do like them. Okay, maybe you like seeing JC and Jackson and Josie. Okay, yeah, you waving? All right, I am going to try to do some fun videos here in the next week or two. It's gonna be nice. Okay, all right. So let's go down our checklist real quick.
We did one fun video. We did one fun video.
What?
The obstacle course and
recess time outside when we jumped on trampoline.
That one. The obstacle course on the sidewalk and the obstacle course in the grass.
Yeah, we did the sidewalk
and the
thing.
bird nest.
Yep.
One.
Yep. And we'll have to do another bird nest one because we found out something else about the bird nest. Don't tell them. We'll do a separate. We're going to do a separate video later. Shh. I said don't say. They're going to hear you.
No, Shh.
Shh. Okay. All right. So let's go down the checklist here. The first part of the checklist says to go over calendar stuff. Well, we just did that, right? So you guys can mark that off. Now, the one thing we didn't do is we didn't do numbers to 50 and we didn't count to 100. So make sure that you count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Make sure that you count, and then maybe we'll do some numbers like we did last week on the whiteboard. Okay. The next checklist thing is to do 2-dimensional shapes. Now that's flat shapes. Remember, the other week we did 3D shapes, which are solid shapes. These are flat shapes, so like circle, square, triangle, rectangle, trapezoid, oval, pentagon, hexagon, and octagon. Okay. We got to try to find these in the house, or you can draw them on a piece of paper. Okay, so try to do one of those two things. The next thing is to practice segmenting words. Now, remember how we do words on our arm? That's all that means. It means take a word, like the word bat, and go bat, bat. You just got to do that 10 times. How easy is that? Okay. The next one is make a list of, of nouns. So that's people, animals, things, or places, things you can touch. Okay, you got to make a list of those. A list of verbs, which is things you can do, action words. And then make a list of rhyming words. Ouchie. Ouchie. Goodness, it's hurting me today.
To 100.
All right. And then the next thing is listen to someone read a story. When they finish, see if you can tell them where the setting was. Remember, the setting is where the book took place. Okay, where's the places in the book? Okay, and then tell them one character that was in the book.
Julie B. Jones.
Okay? All right, I'll be right back. I'm getting a phone call. All right, all kinds of interruptions today. Okay, where were we? We were reading a story. Now, it says, how could you change the ending of the story if you could? So if you read your book and then you get to the ending, what would you do if you changed the ending? What could you do? All right, now we have one writing thing. Actually, we have 2 writing things this week. So the first writing thing, we're going to talk about ponds this week. So animals that are in a pond. I'm going to show you some things. When you talk, they can hear you. You're talking over me. All right, so I'm going to show you some things for ponds today. Things that we've made in the classroom that we would have made at school. I'm hoping to go to school sometime this week and get the other things that I made. I left them there, and I'll bring them back and I'll show you some of the things. They're really easy. All you need is a paper plate, and some of them you need a popsicle stick. You might need some eyeballs and like coffee filters or something, but you could probably use tissues or something like that. So it'll be really easy. It's going to be cool projects. Okay. So we're going to write some sentences about frogs. So it says, if you were a frog in a pond, what would you do? What would you do if you were a frog?
I would jump.
What would your home look like? What would you eat? You're going to write 3 sentences.
You would have to eat a bug.
Okay, so can we talk about that later while I finish talking about this? All right, so you need to write about if you were a frog, not a pond. If you were a frog, what would you do? What would your home look like? And what would you eat? That's 3 sentences right there. How easy peasy is that? Okay? And then you're going to use color words to describe the things a frog would see or do. So you're going to write 3 sentences with colors. So we know our color words, right? Okay, so we would say, I see a green lily pad. I see a red bug. And I see a green and yellow dragonfly. There, I just used colors and I made 3 sentences. How easy was that? Okay? You can even copy my sentences. I don't care.
I see.
Okay? All right, now the next part says pond life. It says, look on the internet for a life cycle of a frog. Now, this is really easy. And maybe if I find it later, I will show you the video on YouTube. There's a video on YouTube that you can go to, and it shows you a frog life. It's so cool. Okay? All right, the next one says find 3 other living things that live in or around a pond. You might already know those things. If we read our frog book, I think I'm going to read that tomorrow maybe if we have time. It tells you some of the things that live around a pond. You might even have a pond, and you know what lives in a pond or around a pond. Okay? All right. The next one says draw your favorite pond animal. Okay, and I have some cards. I'm going to talk to you about what lives in and around a pond. So you'll get to see those things. And the last thing is practice your sight words, which we do all the time, right? So easy stuff this week, okay? All right, so now I do have something that I want to do with math, but I don't have the stuff here. It was doing with graphs, right? We've done graphs before, okay? We've done picture graphs, so it was picture graphs. It was sorting stuff like you did for Easter, right? You had to sort your jelly beans and then put them in a graph, right? If you can do that with something else, maybe you have a whole bunch of race cars. Okay, Jackson has a bunch of cars. Maybe we could sort his cars into cars and trucks, and then maybe we could sort them into red and green and blue and yellow cars. You know, if you have something, maybe you have hair ties that are certain colors. You could do that, girls, or hair bows or something. Okay, so find something. Maybe you have a bunch of cereal your mom or dad will let you use to sort cereal. Maybe you have Fruit Loops. You can sort the colors, right? Okay, or you have M&Ms. You can sort those things. All right, so do something like that to do graphs this week. That's what we're going to do. We actually did picture graphs where you have a picture with a whole bunch of stuff, and then you guys say, well, how many butterflies are in this picture, or how many bumblebees are in this picture? Okay, you can do something like that. Okay, all right, so that would be math. So hopefully I get to go to school and I'll find some stuff for that. All right, okay, so let's talk about our sight words first. We do have a new sight word. Let me check. Oh, before I forget, we're doing our countdown to summer, right? Today we are on letter F, and letter F is to make a paper fan. A paper fan. Now, paper fan is real easy.
I don't know how to do that.
Will you get me a piece of paper back here, Jackson? Where'd our paper go? Our extra paper.
I think I know what paper is.
Okay. Is there a piece of paper back here on the counter? Maybe? All right, well, we're gonna have to pause again and find a piece of paper. Okay, so we found a piece of paper. All right, so it's real easy. We're gonna fold it in half. Okay, so fold it in half, so turn it sideways. Fold it in half like this. Okay, pretty easy. Now you're gonna fold it kind of down like you did for a paper airplane. Okay, so you fold one corner in to the middle right here. We're gonna do that on the other side.
Not what I did, but okay.
Okay. And then we're gonna fold that in half. This might be wrong. We're just kind of winging it here.
I don't know how to do it.
And then we're just gonna fold it. So you have it folded in half, like this now, right? They folded in the corners. We're folding in half. All right. So now I'm just gonna fold part of it over. Let's just fold it a little bit. And then we're gonna fold it a little bit more. So what I did was I took this little part and I folded it a little rectangle piece in. And then I'm gonna fold that rectangle piece over.
Again?
And I'm gonna fold that rectangle piece over again.
Again.
Okay.
And again. That's not what.
Nah, that's not right. I don't know. There's a way to do it. I forget. do this.
Did it work?
Let's just do this once. Let's see what this does.
I already tried it. It doesn't work.
I don't know. Who knows? You guys can figure it out.
Trash. Oh, that was cool.
All right. So we'll have to YouTube it later. We'll figure it out. Okay. So if you guys figure it out, you let me know. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Let's see. Today we are talking about. Let's go down our list. So we already did. We did the calendar stuff. So that's a check mark. Okay. Jackson counted to 100. All right, so let's do some recognizing numbers real quick. We'll just do 10 numbers here again. Okay, I'm gonna write some of them on the board here, so.
This is dumb.
All right, so I have some numbers right here. Pause the video, and then I want you to say each one of those numbers. Can you do that? All right, very good. Okay. Okay, so we can now make sure that's check mark for recognizing numbers now. Okay, let's go down to the next thing. So we got to find 2D shapes. So you can pause and find a circle, a square, a triangle, a rectangle, a trapezoid, an oval, a pentagon, a hexagon, and an octagon. Now, some of those might be kind of tricky to find, but maybe you can find them in something, right? Okay, maybe you can find them inside of something else. Okay, so see if you can do that. Yeah, there's a square over there. All right. Okay, so see if you can find things like that. Okay, all right, Jackson, come here. We're going to do our words. Come here and let's do our words. Okay, all right, so we're going to do 10. Yes, that's a rectangle. We're going to do 10 words. I'm going to check mark as we go. Okay, so let's do the word. We already talked about this. We're doing segmenting. Remember, that's on our arm. So let's do the word cat. Ready? At. Cat. Good. All right, let's do ship. 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 Good.
Egg.
All right, Jackson did pig. Egg. Pig. We gotta do 10. We need 7 more. Let's do ball. 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 That was kind of a weird one. All right.
Teacher.
No, that's 2 syllables. Let's do zip. 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 Okay. Let's do rat. At. Rat. Okay. Let's do 6. 6. 6. Okay. Let's do mix. X. Mix. Let's do rock. Rock. Okay, one more. Let's do skip. 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 Very good. All right, so there's our 3-letter words on our arm. Check mark that. All right, so let's think of nouns, verbs, and rhyming words. So let's do nouns first. Remember, nouns are people, animals, places, and things you can touch. Right? So give me one of those things, Jackson. Can you think of one? We're going to do 5 of them. What do you think? Glue. Yes. Glue. That is a noun. Okay, you want me to just give you some? And then you guys put them in the right spot? Okay, so tell me, is it a verb or a noun? Okay, remember, verb is action word. Noun is a person, place, thing, something you can touch, right? All right, so let's see. If I gave you a dart, Dart. Is that a noun or something you can do?
A noun.
A noun. Okay, so we're going to check that off a noun. All right, what about skip? Skip. Is that a noun or a verb?
A verb.
A verb. All right. How about sneeze? Sneeze. Is that that's something you can do? That's right. Okay. How about plinko? Plinko. Is plinko something you do?
Yeah, you can play.
Well, you play the game plinko. You can't go over there and plinko, right? So plinko is a noun. Now, if I said play, play is a
Noun.
verb. Play is something you can do.
You can play plinko, and that's a noun.
Oh no. Oh no, hang on.
You gotta pause the video.
I know. JC's got all kinds of stuff everywhere today. She's just being a disruption. All right, here we go. What if we said basketball? Basketball. Is basketball something you can do?
Yeah.
Can you go over there and basketball? No, basketball is a noun. Now, you could play basketball or you could dribble a basketball or something like that, right? Okay. What about wash? Wash.
You can do it.
Yeah, you can do that. You can wash your hands, wash your clothes, wash your car.
No, you
Oh, thank you.
can.
Okay.
Wash your whiteboard.
Yeah. All right. What about, let me think of a hard
You
one.
can wash your whiteboard.
Worship, whatever. What about jog? Jog.
You do it.
You do it. Very good. And let's do one more. What about,
Noun.
what about swimming pool?
You can do it.
You can swimming pool?
No.
No, swimming pool is a noun. Right?
That
Okay.
doesn't make any sense.
All right, now we got to do rhyming words. So I'm going to give you a word, and you tell me a word that rhymes with it.
You can
Okay? So
swim
we're going to do 5 of this. So let's say we do the word zip. What's a word that rhymes with zip?
Hip.
Okay. What about a word that rhymes with goat?
Coat.
Coat. How about hot? What rhymes with hot? Hot. What rhymes with hot?
Scott.
Scott. Okay, yeah. All right. What rhymes with foot? That's a tough one, isn't it? Foot. What rhymes with foot? Foot.
Foot.
Foot. Okay. And what rhymes with heat? Heat.
Feet.
Feet. Good. All right, there's our rhyming word. So we can check that off. All right, now the next thing is a story. So you guys can listen to a story from someone, your mom or dad, grandma, grandpa, whoever.
Who knows?
Okay, brother or sister. And then decide how would you change the ending. All right, now you got writing, okay? And we got writing it with color words. Okay, and then we got to talk about pawn stuff. So let's go through some pawn stuff real quick. I got some cards here. Okay. What, JC girl? What? All right, so you might have a pond or know someone that has a pond. You may went fishing at a pond before. Me and Jackson went fishing at a pond a few weeks ago. We went to Mrs. Barkley's place. Okay, Mrs. Barkley, the first grade teacher. Okay, we went to her house and went fishing at her pond. So that was pretty fun. Okay, and caught some fish. So we know fish and frogs live at a pond, but what else would live at a pond or in a pond or near a pond? Okay, so we're going to show you some of those things. Okay, so the first thing we all know is a frog, right? Now, is a frog and a toad the same thing?
No.
No, a frog and a toad is not the same thing. A frog has kind of slimy skin. A toad has rough, bumpy skin. Okay, so they're different. Yeah, and we've caught toads around our house. Okay, but if you see a frog is, yeah, a frog is more of a wet animal. It needs to stay near the water more than a toad. Okay, all right. These, I don't know if you can see that very well, but these are frog eggs. And it looks like, you know, the clear inside of a chicken egg, you know, that part that's called the white? It looks like that. No, the yolk is the yellow part. So it's not the yellow yolk part, but it's the clear part. And then in the clear part, it has little tiny black dots. That's the eggs. Okay, and they all kind of keep them in a clump to keep them safe. Okay? There you go. All right, now if you can see this, this is a tadpole, what they look like. Okay? That's a baby frog. This is also a tadpole, but it has legs. You can see the legs back here. Okay, so that's when it starts growing. Oh, and these are little baby tadpoles. So this is what happens when they hatch out of the egg. And then they start to grow to be like this one. Okay, and then as they keep growing, they start to grow some legs like this one. Okay, and then they grow more legs like this one and start to look more like a frog but with a tail. Okay, and then they end up growing into a frog. They lose the tail. Okay, and if we were at school, Mrs. Hegeman has a really good frog book in the library, but we don't have it. So hopefully you find a good video. Okay, so other things that live by a pond is a dragonfly. You might see these. They're really fast. Okay, dragonfly. Ooh, raccoons. Why would a raccoon be by a pond? Do you think maybe they're trying to find food? Yeah. And do you know something cool about a raccoon is raccoons wash their food. So they have little hands and they like to wash their food before they eat it. Okay, not always, because a lot of them are scavengers. That means that they just find food and they eat garbage sometimes. But sometimes if they're by water, they'll clean their food. Okay. Ooh, this one. This is a beaver. Okay, and you can't really see it very well, but it's got a big flat tail. Okay, it's going to have big sharp teeth. Okay, no, this is a beaver, not a platypus. Okay, so a beaver. Okay, something else is a goose. Okay, you guys might see these in town by the canal.
Geese.
Okay, geese are different from ducks because they have a white head with a black head with a white stripe on its head and a black neck, and they're usually kind of a grayish color.
But that is geese.
Yeah, this is a goose. Yes.
A geese. They're
No.
geese.
One is a goose. More than one is geese.
Yeah, and there's two of them.
Okay. This is a toad. So you can see it's got some bumps all over it. Okay, usually they're kind of a brownish tan and green color. Okay. Frogs can be lots of colors. Okay. Ooh, these are cattails.
I know what they are.
You know what they are? Cattails?
Yeah. Rick has them in his pond.
Yep, my Uncle Rick has them in his pond. Okay. So cattails, you might also see them by a creek or something. Maybe if you go to the reservoir, there might be some at the reservoir.
And in Mrs. Barkley's pond.
Yep. We know there's fish in a pond. All right.
Have you ever caught a green tilapia?
Oh, where did you come up with the word green tilapia?
It's a fish name.
Where did you hear that?
A video.
Oh, goodness. All right. We all know that this is a turtle.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So there might be turtles near a pond. Ooh, this one. This is a little lizard. This is called a newt. Okay, and newt have very kind of wet, slimy skin, kind of like a frog. Okay, so those are kind of cool. This is something that's kind of around where there's lots of water. This is a mole. Okay, sometimes you might even find these in your yard. Okay, a mole. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a ferret. Okay, ferrets eat things that are near the water. Okay. Oh, here's another lizard. This is called a salamander.
I know what a
salamander. So it's kind of like a newt, but bigger. It also has kind of slimy skin.
Like the newt.
Yep. Ooh, we've seen these by water before. Snakes.
Water snake.
Yep. Okay.
I mean, I never saw a snake.
No. All right. I just talked about this before. Lily pads. Lily pads are in water where, frogs might sit on a lily pad. This one here, this is an otter. Okay, otters. Ooh, we have something like this. This is called a muskrat. A muskrat kind of looks like a mix between a beaver and a rat, kind of. It's small. Okay, muskrats. Okay. Oh, we see these all the time by the canal. Ducks, right? Braden, I think you have ducks at your house, right? You have a nest of ducks. Okay. He sent me a picture of a duck at his house. And then this is called a water shrew. A water shrew. So I think it's kind of like a little mouse type deal. I've never seen one in real life, but that's what that is. Okay. So those are all things that live near the water. Okay. And we even saw the ones about how a frog grows, right? Okay. So see if you can find that stuff on YouTube or whatever. I'll see if I can find a video and I'll share that with you guys later. Okay. All right. So things about a frog. Okay. Now some things that we could make that we would make at school is one. This is a dragonfly.
Oh.
So for a dragonfly, you only need 3 things. Okay. You need a popsicle stick. This is a big fat one, like a tongue depressor. You need an eyeball. Okay. And this is just, if your mom and dad have coffee, this is a coffee filter. You can go to the dollar store and get them, or you could just glue or staple tissues on there. Okay. Now what we would, this is a coffee filter. Okay. So what we would do at school is we'd color this with crayons. Okay. And you just color a whole bunch of different colors on it. We'd color the stick, right? And then we glue the eyeball on there, and that would be our dragonfly. So maybe you can make this. Okay. And then the other thing we would make is a lily pad. Okay. And we just take a paper plate and we color it green. And then we take 2 coffee filters, or you could take tissues and color them if you can. And then we just glue them on there, and that would be our lily pad.
Or you could use cupcake things.
Ooh, you could use cupcake things. You're right. If they're clear, or maybe you had color ones that would look cool. Okay. Do you want up again? All right, JC wants to say hi again. Okay. So you could do those things. Now, some other things that we would make out of paper plates is we would make a duck, and hopefully I can go to school and find that. We make a beaver. What else do we make? I think we might make a frog. I know we have a snail picture. So I have my file here. I'm just going to go through it and see what else we made. We did make a snail. I do know that.
There's a frog.
Well, this is just a life cycle of a frog. So this tells us the different things of how a frog grows. Okay, you're going to have to get down. Just a second, girlie. I know. All right. So we have these frog papers. More frog papers. We have a snail. We have a duck. We have a beaver. Ooh, we have a turtle that we did. So on the turtle, you just color this green, and then it's got legs and a head and a tail. That was really easy to make a turtle. Ooh, and a fish. We made a fish out of a paper plate. So if you cut a paper plate in half, and then you cut like a little notch like that in it for its mouth, and then we have a couple fins that you would put on it. There's another frog that we would make, and a snail, and a duck. So we'd put all that stuff, and it would be really cool because what we would do is we make a big thing in the hallway at school with Mrs. Pullman's class, and we would do it with Mrs. Rossman's class this year, and it'd be this humongous thing on the wall. It'd have all our animals on it. We'd have a tree in it. We'd have a big rock on it and stuff. It was going to be really cool. Okay. So
we made something like that.
Yeah. So you guys can actually, if you go to my website, if you guys go to my website, Mr. Krager's Kindergarten.weebly.com, you can go on there and see some of the pictures that we did last year, the year before. Okay. I didn't really do too many pictures on there this year, actually any pictures, because we used a Remind app and I just sent the pictures to your mom and dad. Okay. So I'll try to get that stuff. We will do some other stuff. One other thing I want to do before we leave is we didn't go through sight words. So let's go through sight words. And I have a new sight word that we're going to do today. And I have a new word family that we're going to do. So let's do that stuff real quick, and then we'll be done for today. Okay. And I will try to make sure that I don't forget to do Junie B. Jones later today. Okay. Jackson, he makes sure he reminds me all the time. Okay, so let's find our new sight word this week. And our new sight word starts with a D.
Do.
No, it is kind of goes with do.
Who.
No, not who. All right. So this is our new sight word. You happen to know what that word is?
Does.
Does. That's right. Does. Okay. So this is the word does. Okay. Does your mom and dad have YouTube? I just made that sentence up. Okay. Does your sister like jelly beans? Okay. And that means this is the word does. Okay. All right. Jackson, will you come over here and help us with the sight words now? All right. So those are our two new sight words. All right. Let me move some of my stuff out of the way here. Here we go. Ready?
Come. Help. Come. Help. Was. Can. Was. Did.
And.
You. And you are who are who and went where am what
Want.
I said want.
Okay.
Good.
Good. All right.
Good.
Good job. All right. Let's talk about our word family real quick, and then we'll be all done. So this week, we're going to talk about words that have the letters I and R together. Okay. So I and R. All right. So let me show you on here. I-R. I-R like this goes Okay. So then you add letters to it. Okay, so now we go first. Okay, so we're going to talk about words that have in them this week. Okay, so letters that have that I and R make the sound. Okay, so here we go. The first one is first. That word we just did. All right, now let's do this one. Firm. Ooh, this is a good one. Girl. This is a tough one. E. The Y sounds like an E. Thirsty. Okay. All right, now when we have words like that, big words, we try to break them apart. Okay, so let's break this one apart. So we know stir. Okay, let's try this one. This is what sound does CH make? P. So let's do that now. Chirp, like a bird. Okay. Bird. Bird. All right, let's try this one. We know SK, skirt. Skirt. Ooh, this is a long one. All right, let's try this one. Now we have TH. D and AY goes A. So A. Birthday. Okay, that's a long one. So try to find all the parts when we break it down. All right, let's try this one. Dirt. Okay. We have one more. Shirt. Okay. Now there are lots and lots of other words that have in them. Okay, but this is just some of them. Okay. So just remember when we are doing big words that have things in it, try to find the little pieces that you know and then put them together to make the word. Okay. All right. So make sure you're doing your checklist this week. We will see if I can go to school and find some of our stuff to show you our pawn stuff. Okay, make sure your mom and dad are texting me back, letting me know about next week's homework. And remember, today is letter F for make a paper fan. Okay, and if you figure out how to make a paper fan, send me it. Let me know how to do it. Mine was terrible. I didn't know how to do it. Okay? All right, so everybody have a great day, and we will see you later with some more videos. All right? Make sure that you like and subscribe and share with everybody that you know. Okay? All right, everybody have a great day, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.